Okay, here we are. Welcome to week 5, module 4. And in this module, we're going to be covering chapter 4 of your textbook, which is called A Trip to Webville. So that gives you kind of an idea of what we're going to be doing this chapter in this module. So let's recap real quick what we've done so far. So in module 1, you guys marked up content that I gave you with HTML tags. Right. In module 2, that was the wedding website module, right? You you fixed the links to my images, you reorganized the files in there, and you added links to other pages within that same website. And then in module 3, on your PBJ page, you added an external link, you incorporated some new elements, right? So you were doing what was it? The list element was new. You have the line break in there, so a couple new elements that we used in that assignment. But what's the deal with them? This is a web page creation course, right? And so far, what you've been doing is creating HTML files that are saved on your computer. Then you upload them to Blackboard Vista. And then I download them from Blackboard Vista and I grade you on them, right? So in a web page creation class, though, isn't it more appropriate that we actually get these out on the web somewhere? So that's where we're going in this chapter. Chapter 4 is a really jam-packed chapter. There's a lot of information in here, but the most important thing this chapter is that we're going to get you guys with some set up with some hosting space. So if you already got a web hosting service of your own, and even maybe a domain name of your own, you can continue to use that, and you're going to learn about what this is a little bit in this chapter, a lot in this chapter actually. You can continue to use that same service that you've been using. I just ask that you have a directory, a folder that's specific to CPC 162, so that you can continue to upload and FTP your assignments to that directory. For those of you who don't have web hosting already in place, I've got a free option for you that's going to work just fine for this semester, so that you don't have to purchase anything. It's just going to be something that you have to go out and create an account and give them your email address, and then you're going to have a website to call your own. So that's kind of fun. And then what we'll do is, so part of your assignment this chapter is going to be getting that set up. The next piece of the chapter is going to be downloading and installing FireFTP, which is the FTP program. Remember, FTP is File Transfer Protocol. So that's how we're going to be getting your files from your local computer to the web server. Okay, so there's a easy, fun, little free Firefox add-on that we can download and install on our Firefox, on our computer, that lets us transfer those files from our local computer over to the server really easily. So that's FireFTP. That's going to be another piece of your assignment, is to get that installed. And then you're going to be FTPing your first, your default page for your CPTE class to your web server. So it'll be something really simple with your name and maybe a photo of yourself, and then a little bit of text, and I've got an example for you in the assignment, so you'll see what I'm talking about there. So basically this chapter, we're getting you set up out on a web server, so that going forward we're actually creating web pages and not just files that we're sending back and forth. I'll probably still have you send me some files just so that I can check on your source code and see what's going on with that, but for the most part we'll have you doing sending me links to the assignments that way. What else was I going to say about that? So that's basically, and then there's a lot of content in chapter 4 as well, talking about absolute paths. We're going to be talking more about linking and getting into some of your, talking about how default pages work. There's a lot of good stuff in this chapter, kind of fundamental stuff that we need to make sure we have down, and we've got you set up on a web server, so that going forward we're creating web pages. So isn't that cool? What else was I going to say about stuff going on in the class. So you're going to want in this module to check out your, of course, your assignment. That's where all this information is going to be for what's due, as well as, there's no discussion board for this week, so you don't have to worry about that. But you will have a quiz for Chapter 4, okay? Module 4. So no discussion board for Module 4. I've gotten a few extra credit videos, and as I get permission from people, I'll be sharing those with you. So I encourage you to take a look at that list of screencasting options and choose one. A lot of them it's stuff that we've already done, so you know, you guys are pros now, and just recording it will help you become even better with that knowledge. So feel free to send me a screencast of anything that's in that list for some extra credit. Gosh, what else was I going to say? Oh, I've met a couple of you in person. We've met on campus, and so far so good. I'm more than happy to do that with folks who need assistance, either meeting on campus or meeting online. Tuesday nights, office hours online, that's always a possibility for getting help. And I've also got some of you that are submitting assignments to me nice and early, so thank you for that. You guys are getting feedback from me earlier, and so hopefully that's helping you. And hopefully you guys are liking those video feedback, or those feedback videos that I've been sending. Thanks for giving me permission to share those with some of the faculty members who I'm working with here. For those of you who didn't want me to share, don't have to worry about it. I know who you are, and I won't be sharing yours, so don't worry about that. But I appreciate being able to show those examples to other faculty members. That's kind of fun. That's all I have for you for this module. Check out the content in the module itself, because there's going to be a few other videos to help you through this module. And like I said, remember there's no discussion, but you will have an assignment with multiple parts and a quiz. So be on the lookout for that. Okay, as always, get in touch with me if you need any assistance at all. Thanks.